Okay, today we'll see the next class in util package called as scanner. Okay, this class was added in Java 1.5. It was added into the library in Java 1.5. Okay. In fact, after the introduction of this class scanner, reading values from different resources or sources has become easy. Like see, earlier you used to read the values from a file, or you might be reading the values from the keyboard. So it was a very cumbersome process. Cumbersome process means, see, supposing I want to read the values from the keyboard, what will I write? Buffered reader br is equal to new buffered reader bracket system.in, something like that. New input stream reader, something like that you're writing. Big code. After writing that code, next what you're doing? See, this is the code you're writing. Buffered reader br is equal to new buffered reader new input stream reader of system.in. Like this you used to read. This is one way. Okay. From keyboard we are reading. And the next thing what you used to do was what? br dot read line or something you will tell, and the return type of this was what? String. Then you have to do conversion. Means either it is integer or whatever it is. Integer dot parseInt of yes, and return type is what? So I had a very big approach of coding. But with the introduction of, means you have to do the conversion and all that. But with the introduction of scanner, reading values from the keyboard or even file. See, this is for keyboard. Next file reader. fr is equal to new file reader. You specify your file. Then you will say fr dot read line. Same process. Return type is string s. Again you have to do the conversion. String int. If it is string only, no problem. But if it is some other format, you have to do this. So it was working with means to reading the values from means doing input into your program from various sources was very, very difficult. But with the introduction of scanner, it has become very easy. How you do it? See, very simple. You will see the scanner class. You understood the problems now? So from all the devices, it was a big problem. Now see what you do here. I'll read the values from the keyboard. See this. No data conversion, nothing. Just I'll say scanner is equal to new scanner. I show you the API. I'm telling what? System.in, finished now. You are going to read from what? Keyboard. Okay. sc dot next int. What are you getting? Directly you'll get int. No conversions. Nothing. No typecasting, no conversion, nothing. See this? I'll run the program. So when you run the program, it asks please enter two numbers to add. Keep your mouse here, please cursor here and write 12. Enter. 3. Enter. That's it. When I gave the values to the program, it was reading directly as what? Integer only. See the code. Direct. Please enter two numbers to add. I'll re-execute the program. See this. Right click. Run as Java application. Please enter two numbers to add. Okay. 33. Enter. 5. Enter. So when I gave the values, it read into the values. It was read into the program. I use the values now. How you use it, it's up to you. After doing that, I did the addition and did the output. Output, you know, SOP. So simple today. Reading values from any source. I showed you keyboard source. Next I show you file source. Understood now? Okay. So that simple it is. sc dot next int. So let's look into the API now of scanner. So this is a new addition added in what? Java 5. Remember that. So you should understand how the library goes on building in Java. Because see, today I'm teaching you 1.6. Tomorrow 1.7 comes, 1.8 comes. You need not have to bother. We should only study how the features are getting added and how the library is getting enhanced. So that is the reason I'm teaching you Java like this, step by step. Like first it was like this, then it became like this, then it became like this. Because people, when any new release comes up now, they start wondering. Okay, but it's hardly a minor change. Hardly there will be some change in the language or some change in the APIs. Documents, what is that? Classes they'll add into the library. So see this scanner class, which is a constructor I used. File also you can use, fine, but I've used readable, some readable source. Yes. So I've used this, or I can use even input stream source. I think I've used this input stream source. This is a constructor I've used, and see these many methods are there. Has next. In fact, so many methods are there. Next int, next float, next double. You can read the values directly in your required format. You want as int, you can read as int. You want as float, you can read as float. You want as double, you can read as double. sc.next int I used. But if you say xt.next double, sorry, has next, no? Yeah. So it has next boolean, next byte, next double, next int. Understood? These many methods are there in the scanner. Which method I used? Next int. So what is the return type? Int. That's it. I think I'm using all these. sc.next int. This method I've used, and the return type of that is int. Next, okay, there's one method called as, like this you go through, one method called as next. Return type of next will be what? String. So these are the main important methods now. Next boolean, next byte, next double, next float, next int. Okay, so these important methods you have to observe now. Okay, so fine now. Next int, that's what I've used. So again I'll execute. Please enter 12, 5, 17. That's simple. Done. So again what we are doing? Library. The members of the class. Which class we are studying today? Scanner class. Simple. Okay. Next, we'll see how to read more values. Here, I'm saying this is a program now. How to read the values. System.read in. So now what I'll do? Enter your roll number. And see, here is an example. This time when I read the first value, I'll read it as what? Int. Enter your name. I'll read it as what? String. Which method I used? Next. Then I'm saying enter your fee. It will be reading as what? Double. That's it. You can read it in any style now. So more methods I'm showing in scanner now. Execute. Enter your roll number 101. Enter your name AAA. Enter your fee 1234.56. My fees. I will print all the values back to you because I'm doing SOP there, nothing else. I'm collecting all the values and doing what? SOP. Means how you want to use it now. But reading values from the source has become very easy today. Earlier it was a cumbersome process, but now they made it easy for us. That's it. So Java goes on giving you full support. A lot of support is there in the library now. Understood? You should know what is the problem you have. And once you know the problem, that solution will be in there some method, library. In some method, that method will be in a class, that class will be in a package. So, but this class is in util package, it's not there in IO package. That you be careful. Scanner class is in util package. We are doing input operation, but it is there in util package. Done? So you should know how they organize the libraries. So if you want to unsign, I'll execute this program. Enter your roll number 102, 012, anything, name, Ravi, then fee, it will print all the values. That's it. Done? Okay, so we are reading from the keyboard. Next program we'll read from where? File. So I have two files here. Some I'm having, okay, I'm having months.txt, numbers.txt, some files I'm having. So I'll read from there now. Third program I'm opening. Yes, I'm going to read it from the file now. Let's see the file. Which file I'm reading? Numbers.txt. So this is the numbers.txt. I'm having what values there? Double values. 100.59, 20.34, 70.213, something like that. Some number values I'm having, but they are double values. Okay. So now I'm going to read these values now. Earlier it was a big process. Now see how I read. The numbers.txt, specify the file name. Okay, if you keep it in the project folder, directly you can give the path, absolute path, relative path. If you keep it somewhere else, give the absolute path. You know that. So yes, new scanner, fn, reading and printing values from file. sc dot has next. I'm looping out. So one more method which I'm showing you now is what? Has next. Has next I'm saying, and I'll call sc.next table. So when it reads the value from the file now, but this time your scanner will be reading from where? Scanner will be reading from where? What is the argument you have passed? File inputs. So it will be reading from the file. System.in means keyboard. System means file reader means file. So reading values from any source is very, very easy today. So fine, now see this. So after reading, what are we doing? After reading, we are doing nothing. SOP we are doing. See there. How you want to use it's up to you. Understood? So I'll read and print now. That's it. Done. So reading from values is so easy. And next, one more file is there. I'll show you how to read string values. months.txt. So there's one more file called as months.txt. Same concept, but we are reading one more file. In months.txt I'm having what? String values. January, February, March, April. So what we'll do? Which method I'll use now for reading strings? Next, that's all. Simple. Has next, next, that's it. Put a loop. Has next, next, that's it. What better can you ask? Reading values from file. Can you imagine doing this in any other language, C, C++? How difficult it is. Now reading a value from the file has become so easy in Java. Library. Understood? Hardly 3 lines, 4 lines of code we write today in Java. Yes, we are printing all the, reading and printing all the values. Done? So Java is one of the easiest language on earth. Only we have to get adjusted to it. Understood? Because of its what? Library. Literally I'm telling you, we don't code anything in Java. We code zero. Okay, only you should have the concept. Means I teach concepts actually, I don't show you output. Okay, always I talk about what? This is my problem, this is my concept. Now how do I achieve this in Java? How do I code this in Java? All I'll do is, I'll introduce a method to you. That method will be in one class, that class will be in one package. That's all about Java, nothing else. Done? Clear these examples of scanner? Some notes we'll see on scanner now. Clear this example now? Reading what? String values. Yeah. So it is present in java.util package and was introduced in what? Java 1.5 version. There are various classes, buffer reader, file reader, etc. provided in Java to read input from various devices like what? Keyboard, file, etc. Okay. But the problem with all these classes is we have to read the values first. One second, let me reduce the size. We have to read, where is it? There are various classes, yeah. But the problem with all these classes is we have to read the values first and then do the data conversion explicitly, like string to int, string to double, etc. Understood? This process is increasing the performance also, and also the size of the program increases. And also it's pretty difficult for developer to code. So due to that, okay, to overcome these problems, scanner class was introduced in Java 1.5. Simply they'll not introduced, they'll be having problems. So to solve those problems, they'll write the code and release it into the library. So always when something is there in Java, remember that while learning it might be having, you might have to put little effort, but once you learn it, your coding becomes very easy. But in other languages, what is the problem? You have to learn, code. But here, this is the advantage. Understood? Fine, next. In these classes, various methods have been provided to read the values in the required format. No need of doing any explicit data conversions. That's the meaning. From various devices like keyboard, file, means whatever device it is, one standard format you are having now to do the input. Let it be file, let it be keyboard, any resource or source, any source. Okay, so it will be a standard way to read now. Which methods? Next, int, like that. So some of the methods present in scanner class to read values are, I've written 3, but you've got plenty. Just I gave you an idea. But one thing now, when reading a file, the scanner breaks the input into tokens, yes? When I was reading, it was breaking the file into tokens and uses white space as the default delimiter. By default, it will be using what? White space. If you want, you can set some other delimiter. There are some methods, check that out. Done? Fine. Are you clear with this now? That's all about scanner class, nothing more. Okay, so the next class what we'll be seeing now is formatter. So this is also added in what? 1.5 only. and it is giving you means earlier Java did not have format specifiers, but later on it introduced, after the introduction of this class, they introduced format specifiers. Let's see with an example first, then we'll come to this doc. I think it's, yeah, you can see it here. See, you know, this is following almost all C syntax here. Almost all C. If you know C, you're done here. See, percentage C means what? In C you print like this only, na? Character, percentage means floating value, B means boolean value, N means new line, D means decimal value, O means octal, X means hexadecimal. You already know this. Same concept they introduced in Java. Earlier it was not there. Why it was not there earlier, I'll tell you in a moment. But this was not there, they introduced. So now 99 C will be printed as what? Formatted as character. That using a format specifier, you're specifying the format. Okay. The first one should be treated as, this first one should be treated as, C should be treated as character. 99.99 should be treated as float. You are specifying the format, how it should be treated. So accordingly it will take that and format it. I'll show you an output, you'll understand it. Okay, so just see an example now. This one hello.txt, I'll delete it, no use of this. Okay, see this. Very simple, I have my name and there's one ID. How do you format it? See, I'm creating the formatter object. I'll show you the constructors also, members of this format. So I'm sending an argument of type string and I'm specifying now. Earlier printing was very difficult. Used to print like this now. SOP, my name is, appending, then again plus append. Now what you will do? You will format it and that format object you will send it to println. That's it. So automatically it will print down. Both same output. But this is considered to be more easy. That's it. So let's see. Same output, fine. But how it's working now? Yes is treated as what? First one is treated as what? String. Second one is treated as decimal value. That's it. And I'll pass that format and that's it. You're getting the output now. This is the output what you're getting. Are you clear? Okay. Now see, very interesting. You like see now? In Java also I got printf today. See the new style of writing, printing, doing the output. System.out.printf I'm using, not println. Be careful with this. Printf method. Printf in C is there now. Same function they added here. My name is, same thing like C. You don't have to do format and then print. Directly what you can do? Printf method you use, you'll directly get the output only. Same like C, no difference. Done? But the method name is what? Printf, not println. Println will work in the same style. They are not changing it. Understood? So a new function was added into print stream now. Printf is a method in which class? Out. But out is a variable of type what? Print stream. So in the print stream, the method was added called as printf and which supports format specifiers. Okay. Output is same, no difference. So we can use print, which one? Printf function, similar to C. Okay. Now, let's see the format method or the API of what? Document of a formatter. I'll show you the document. You tell me now what it is. Can you guess what is the argument here I'm passing? String. Correct? Then these two are what? One more string, one more, means Java is strictly type check now. When you're sending arguments to methods. Correct? So now see, if I send 3 values also it will print. 4 values also it will print. See this. I'll say double fees is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.67. Okay, then I'll print now. and fees is percentage F. Correct? Comma what? Fees. Fine. I'm formatting and I'll print. Yes, it's printing. Fine. There's no problem at all. But what is the argument I'm passing? See here, like this, the values will go on increasing. Now I printed 3 variables. I can print 4. I can print 5. Yes or no? Like this, any number of variables I can send to what? Format method. Now, so here actually earlier there are 3 arguments. One string and one was of type name and one was of ID. Now 4 arguments. If I want, I can send more. So what will they do now? Perfect. They will be using varargs. So why earlier Java was not supporting format specifier is because of these problems, because we didn't know the number of arguments. But once varargs was introduced, then they thought of supporting format specifiers. Understood? So let's see this. So yes, means why I told you about varargs is when you refer the document you should understand now. Because until and unless your basics are strong, it's pretty, if it is strong, it's very easy to understand now. Format, which method? Format. Good number of nodes. You see, these are the constructors, many constructors are there. I use the default one. And this method, yes. Format. This method I am using. And look, string I am passing. And I am using what? Varargs of object. Simple. Understood? So, how strong you are in basics, that better you can browse through the document. So, you know, varargs supports what? Simplifying overloading. Instead of having many methods now, they write only one method and it will support any number of arguments. Same thing you are seeing here. So name is an object, yes. ID is an object, yes or no? Auto promotion man. ID becomes what? Even though it is primitive, it becomes auto boxing. Sorry, auto boxing. Auto promotion, auto boxing. Okay. So then fees also become object because it's of type double. They become object of type double. So I can send any number of args. Simple. Clear this? Understood the document? Yes, you can print like this. Done? Fine. I'll revert it. Okay, fine. Let it remain. Now let's see formatting some other data types. Till now I showed you character, string and double value. Some more we'll see. Yes. C, then F. Yeah, just now what you saw in the document only. So it will format this and print. Okay. Not only that, you can even format what? Date and time also. You can format your primitive types also. Okay. You can use format. Java is giving you format specifier for primitive data types. Plus what? For date and time also. So your formatting date and time has become much simple now. See this calendar.get instance. What I'm saying. See, for formatting date and time, the format specifier you have to use is %t. That you have to use. If you use %c, %f, you know what it is. But for formatting date and time, you have to use %t compulsory. So along with that, you have to use these suffixes. They are called as suffix. R, N, C. See, for everything I'm using T, R, T, C, T, L, T, M. Like that you have to use. So this R, C, N is new line, leave it. L, M are called as what? Suffix. But the format specifier for date and time is %t. Remember that. Understood? And when I print the output, you'll understand now. So I got two format specifiers here. See the output, it will print what? Calendar also now. So now what does, one by one we'll see now. What are these format specifiers? %r will print values like what? This I'll explain you in a while. Okay. But okay, n, %n is what? New line. C will print what? These many values. Okay. See, R will print in time in this style from the calendar. C will print this much of information. L colon M prints what? Hour and minutes. Understood? I'll explain in a minute. But prefix is mandatory. Which one? Percentage T. So that's what you have to format. Because see, why they are telling use prefix T compulsory is because for printing character earlier what you are using? C. Here also I am using what? C. Yes or no? But if I use only C, it will use treat it as what? Character. So that's why you have to use TC. Only then it will print this thing. You have to use that suffix. Okay. So when you see the document, you will understand. Oh, yes. So formatter, it is present in java.util package and was introduced in Java 1.5 version. It provides various format conversions to display various data types like strings, numbers, date, time, etc. Example for formatting different data types. Just now you saw this. That you know. And this is a table of format specifiers. What it does. I have listed few. There are still many. Just example I am giving here. Percentage S will format it into conversion, string, D, decimal, F, floating, C, character, X. Same thing I have listed. Percentage T is what? Date and time. But that should be used with what? Suffix. So let's see that table now. Percentage T is used for formatting date and time. The percentage T specifier requires the following suffixes for displaying date and time. So this is an example now. So let's see how it gets replaced. Understood? So let's see this now. Yes. R will be replaced as what? HH colon MM colon SS. They are predefined. It will be there in the docs. Search it. Many are there. Many suffixes are there. I have shown you only 3 suffixes. Which one? R, C, L, M. Okay. C will print what? Day, month, date, HH, MM, SS, time zone, year. See the output. What is C printing here? Yes. Day, month, year, time, zone, year. That is what is printing here now? C. L and R is time and minutes. See, the same thing has been documented. I have written it here. Done now? So that's simple they are done. Which one you want? But compulsory use prefix as. For the suffix use that percentage T. We get the output. So formatting also has become very simple now. Done? So that's about formatter. So these are the conversions. I think yes, fine. This is scanner class. Okay, that's it for the day today. And one more thing is we have completed util package. Okay, so next again we'll see some other packages. That's it. Understood? Like this we go on seeing the packages.